So I was watching Mark Rober's world's largest super soaker video when I had an idea. So I quickly ran downstairs to draw it up on my whiteboard. So here's my idea for a super soaker suit. I would have a water tank on the back with a tube going to a water gun in my hand. And then I would have an air tube going to a Riot Shield where the pump and pressure gauge would be housed. This way I can wear a giant water tank on my back and not have to worry about using both hands to carry a water gun. But before I went any farther in this idea, I Googled it to make sure no one else has done it before. And so, I went to Hasbro's website and searched up Super Soaker Suit. And can you believe it? There were 0 results. I guess Hasbro doesn't sell Super Soaker suits. So I messaged them on Instagram telling them they should make a Super Soaker suit. And can you believe it? They didn't respond within 5 seconds. I knew I had to take matters into my own hands. Currently raining pretty good outside here, but I figured I'd show you the water gun prototype anyway. When I release this binder clip, water will start shooting out this tube until it runs out. That's the water gun. As you can see, water has been drained from the Sprite bottle, and it is just down to only a trickle now. And now it is all out of pressure, and as you can see, the PSI gauge reads 0. So, I'm definitely going to have to make some improvements. I think the next thing to do for this water gun is to replace this binder clip with an actual pinch valve that is controlled by a motor. So I found a pinch valve powered by a servo motor on printables, and I'm going to print it, hook that up to the water gun, and we'll see if it works. Also, the file for this will be in the description. Well, this is completely assembled. The little pinch valve, it's hard to see, but you can see the pincher moving. It just falls back with gravity, which is usually just the pressure of the pipe. But you may have noticed, since I'm using oxygen tubing, you can't kink it or pinch it. So I replaced the length of it with a straw. The straw doesn't have enough pressure to push this back into place. So, my mom get me some aquarium tubing, and when I put that in, it does kink, but even when it's all the way through, it's not airtight. So I'm going to need to 3D print a better pinch valve that can use a bigger motor. I went on Thingiverse and found a better pinch valve that uses a bigger motor and is actually the right kind for my pipe. My pipe was just a bit too big, so this one should fit my pipe perfectly. It has 4 pieces, so I'm gonna go ahead and print those 4 pieces and I'll see you then. So it's currently 11:40 at night, and now the pinch valves I made worked. So I replaced the oxygen tubing with the aquarium tubing, and now we're just back to a binder clip for the pinch valve. But for now, I'm just gonna focus on making the rest of the suit, and I'll circle back around the pinch valve when I come to it. The next part of the suit I'm gonna work on is the Riot Shield. It'll have a window in the front, and it should be able to strap to my arm using Velcro, and have the pressure gauge and pump easily mounted to it. In theory, it is possible to 3D print a whole Riot Shield for my Super Soaker suit, but I'm just going to use this bucket lid as a base. As you can see, I want it to have a spot to mount the pump, the pressure gauge, and I want it to have a window in it like a real Riot Shield. So, my camera died while I was filming that shot, but I got the shield nice and finished. As you can see, the window is a little janky, but it works like a window. I just have some Velcro straps, and now all I have to do is get the gun made at the end of that and find a way to attach the bottle to the back. So I have it pumped up to about 25 psi right now. I hooked the bottle up. I glued the pressure gauge to the shield, and to mount the bottle to my back, I'm just going to put in this old backpack I have. And because the pressure gauge is mounted to the shield, I can just hang the pump freely by its tube, so that worked perfectly. And to solve the problem of none of the pinch valves I made working, I went on Amazon and bought actual aquarium tubing valves, and it works pretty well, but it's definitely not airtight, because it's probably not rated for 30 psi because it's an aquarium valve. But I'm going to put the aquarium valve plus the tubing in this old water gun shell, and I'll see you then for the final test of this thing. So this is the water gun I ended up with. It's not too shabby, but it does shoot. Let's test out the whole suit all together.